How can science help us to share our faith?
Well, science in the broadest sense just means knowledge. And the philosopher J.P. Moreland argues that we can have knowledge of God just like we can have knowledge of anything else. Because knowledge, philosophically, is justified true belief. So if there are good justifications for belief in God, then you're justified in saying that you know that God is real. Right? And we might also have very good subjective experience of God through the Holy Spirit. That's a little harder to share, other than just explaining our own personal encounter. But scientific evidence, which is the basis of much knowledge, not all knowledge, but some knowledge, can also help attest to the reality of God. We know from the witness of nature something about the wisdom and the power of God. So says the book of Romans, and so, as it happens, I argue in this new book that I've been telling you about, that things that we've discovered about the natural world tell us some things that need explaining, like if the universe had a beginning, well, how do we explain that? If the material universe had a beginning, then matter and energy can't be the explanation for where matter and energy came from. Something that transcends matter and energy must explain the origin of the material universe. And so certain facts that have arisen as the result of modern scientific investigation actually open up the discussion about what I call the prime reality question. What is the thing or the entity from which everything else comes? If the universe was fine-tuned from the beginning, if we see that there's evidence of design and biology, all those classes of evidence then open up the big question, the big worldview question about what is the thing or the reality from which everything else comes. And I've argued that I think the best answer to that question is actually a God who has the attributes that Jews and Christians have always ascribed to them based on their biblical worldview, that he's transcendent, he's personal, he's intelligent, and he's active in the creation. So scientific evidence then can become a good discussion starter, and also part of the basis of our knowledge of God. Not the only basis of our knowledge. Some of it is very personal and subjective, but some of our knowledge of God is based on objective discoveries, evidences, and reasons that are part of our public discourse. And that very fact of that those evidences being part of the public witness of nature makes it possible for us to open up a conversation with anyone about that, because they can all see the same evidence that we see.
Oh Lord, remind me of your love. Remind me of your love. Remind me of your love. Hey. Remind me of your love. Ooh, remind me remind me